on, folks? Welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. You saw the title, the one and only Merle Haggard, and this is courtesy of Kyle Perkins. Kyle made two gifts to the channel for me to do, two different songs of Merle's, this one and one's coming up tomorrow. So Kyle, thank you for this gift, my friend. Thank you for this request. I don't know this song, and Merle's was one of the first 4 country CDs that I had, but it was his greatest hits. And that greatly contributed to me falling in love with not merely country, but more traditional country. And I was still into bro country at the time, because I went from rock into country. But then when I started the channel, you guys were like, Don, you got to do Hank Sr., you got to do Patchy, you got to do John Prine. And I started hearing the lyrics, and I'm like, oh yes. But Merle was a big part of me making that transition very easily. So Kyle, thank you for the gift and for this request. So let's see. Going Where the Lonely Go. Yeah, Merle could sing any kind of song, whether it was funny or poignant. So distinctly country.
Rolling with the flow, going where the lonely go, anywhere the lights are low, going where the lonely go.
Nice detail.
Making up things to do, not running in all directions trying to find you. I'm just rolling with the flow, going where the lonely go.
It's interesting when they bring in that.
I've got to keep going. I can't lay down. Sleep won't hardly come. Where there's loneliness all around, I've got to keep going. I'm traveling down this lonesome road, and I'll be rolling with the flow, going where the lonely go.
So brilliant conceptually. I'm guessing it won't be Beaver, Utah, Kyle. That sounds like a happy place. You know Merle liked rock with the guitar.
I've got to keep going.
That's the hard part.
I can't lay down. Sleep won't hardly come. Where there's loneliness all around, I've got to keep going. Traveling down this lonesome road,
That is the hard part.
I'll be rolling with the flow, going where the lonely go.
stay here and drink. It kind of had almost a happy fade to it. And I don't know if that's supposed to symbolize, I don't think it is, that he's recovering from the loneliness and he's sort of coming out of it. But those notes were interesting. I think they were a quick piano cling. And I'm not sure what that was, the effect of that was, because they came in the beginning of the song. And then I noticed at about the minute and a half point, they stopped. And I'm like, okay, that happiness is done. Instrumentally, that also would signify happiness, but it's done. He's given up on any kind of sense of happiness. He's legit lonely. But then it came back in one more time toward the end. And I wonder what that was supposed to do for the song from the meaning side of it, as far as what the instrumentation contributed to it. But this is one of these songs where I've said this before, not all A-listers can sing a ballad. And the reason Merle was because he could. Plain and simple. He could take a song like this with relatively simple instrumentation and just come up with just using his instrument, his voice, and just impart complete meaning, control, relevance to the lyrics in a song where he's out of control, in the sense that he's lonely and he doesn't want to be, but you can't control that. Loneliness goes away in its own time. It isn't like we try to will it away or we go do things to distract ourselves from it. But the hard part, as I said, because I can relate to this in going through my divorce, the hard part is that you got to keep going. And man, some of the lyrics in these things, I'm like, oh, the songwriter lived it. Because there are certain things that you only know from experience. Like you wouldn't pick up from watching a movie or something. It's just one of these things where you're like, oh God. I love the idea of analogizing a state of loneliness to a place that you go. Oh, and there are other people there too. I don't know them. I don't know who they are, but could you imagine a place like that? I guess they have them in chat groups and stuff. But I know people who, will attend those or something, and they're like, oh, they're just big bitch fests in the sense of people just sit around complaining about their ex or what their ex is doing or whatever, and they hate them for the most part. Now, I guess some folks might like the support groups, they'll call them and stuff, or people going through a divorce. But in this song, man, I know the feeling. You just deal with it. That's it. So, Kyle, what a way to start my Sunday. And yeah, but I love Merle. I love to feel it all. Happiness. I like songs that teach, whether it's history of Johnny Horton or what have you. And this is poignant, and I get to relive certain things, and I like to feel. So this did that. So, all right, I'm going to rate this one. And the number that popped into my head immediately was a 9.2. I mean, it's Merle, and he just sang this he's like part of the country rat pack, Anyway, so Kyle, thank you again, my friend. That goes in the playlist of songs of 9 and above. Have a great day. See you on another video and keep rocking the country.